I'm David Wright, and I'm the exhibition curator for the Shakespeare Recovered exhibition. The Conservation Studio at Palace Green Library, I think, is a really unique space. So often in my job, it's very public facing. I'm in the public areas. I feel like I'm always running around from place to place. I'm always talking to people, trying to do too much. And I find the Conservation Studio very calming. It's it has this atmosphere to it and an environment that everything feels quite orderly. I think some of that's to do with how the space like looks and feels, but it's also to do with the team that are in there who are so expert and precise and patient in the work that they do. It's something that I've actually really come to appreciate more and more over time. It's kind of opening the door into there. Not many people have a key to get in, and you can step through the door and it closes behind you, and you feel a bit calm and safe and protected somehow.
When I'm working with the conservation team to assess an object to see if it's suitable for display, my general approach is to try and touch the objects or handle the objects as little as possible. Yeah, in my training as an exhibition curator, that was something that was really drummed into me. And when you've got amazing, historic, interesting items in front of you, it can be really tempting. You want to touch them and pick them up and see how they feel. But in general, that's not always the right thing to do for the object. Minimal amount of contact is usually good. That's particularly true in the case of the First Folio, which is incredibly fragile and delicate. Whenever I've seen it or been in the same room with it, it feels quite ceremonial in some ways when it comes out of the storeroom and then out of its very specifically designed box and packaging that it's stored in. In the exhibition, we're looking at all of these separate pieces that it's in because of the vandalism it suffered, and thinking about the best way to present those. And in a way, they sort of become, those individual pages are becoming like artworks or relics almost in themselves. In all of my work as an exhibition curator, the collaboration with the conservation team is really essential. In my experience, they do so much more than just advising on object conditions or ideal methods of display. It really is a collaborative process a lot of the time between curators and conservators, thinking about the stories that you want to tell with objects, really thinking about what their condition allows you to say about them, thinking about the optimum way they can be presented to visitors. So in the Shakespeare First Folio exhibition, the dynamic between myself as an exhibition curator and the conservation team has almost flipped in a way. So conventionally, with an exhibition, I might draw up an object list and take it to the conservation team for discussion, and we'd think about how we're going to display and present these objects. For the Shakespeare First Folio project, it was the conservation team coming to me with this amazing object, with this rich history, so many interesting research angles that are possible with it, and thinking about how do we actually turn the conservation work that's happening with this object into an exhibition.